Hey everyone, I am Geo,
And I'm Josie.
and this is the first movie review for gamesibeat channel.
Yeah.
And today we're covering Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, just came out. It stars Jim Carrey, James Marsden, and Ben Schwartz as the voice for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. And what were your thoughts on the movie?
Well, at first, we need to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
First of all, when it initially came out and it showed Sonic, the terrible version of Sonic, I was like, this movie looks like trash.
It looked bad.
I'm not excited at all.
Sonic, who designed that? I don't know. I don't get it.
Don't know. But Paramount went ahead and the director, Jeff Fowler, came back and they readdressed the issue.
Yes.
And they worked on it. Unfortunately, just to get this out of the way, the team behind the visual effects of redesigning Sonic were actually laid off recently.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. They were in Vancouver. And I'm assuming it's not just because their work here. It was mostly because of other circumstances. So it's not just this.
Okay.
But unfortunately, they can't be... they should be applauded for all their amazing work.
Yeah, they did a good job in the movie.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they are no longer that team. So we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully they can come back and work on Sonic 2 if there is a Sonic 2.
Yeah.
But as far as the movie is concerned, the initial feeling was, I think this is going to be trash. And then they came back, they redesigned it, and I actually got excited.
Yeah.
So did you see the trailers before and after?
No, so what I do personally is I avoid trailers for movies I don't want to watch.
You're like, there's no way.
Yeah.
They can't make a good Sonic game, so why would they make a good Sonic movie?
Yeah, so when I saw the initial one, I was like, I'm never going to watch this. So I just dismissed it. And also, I was hearing like really cheesy radio promos. Yeah, like on... sometimes I listen to radio. Don't tell anyone.
I was about to ask. I was like, "You listen to radio still?"
No, it's just when I'm switching between podcasts. Sometimes it comes on, and I was hearing these really cheesy. Here's the thing: when you take certain lines out of context, especially Jim Carrey, it sounds too over the top and comical, and it's just kind of like, ugh, it hits you the wrong way.
But then again, Jim Carrey is over the top and comical.
I know. Yeah. So you should be aware. We might mess up. There could be spoilers, but we're gonna do our best to we're gonna do our best to not give spoilers.
Definitely.
So
to summarize the story, the story is about Sonic the Hedgehog, and he is an alien from another universe or planet, and through some circumstances, he has to travel between worlds, and he's come to Earth, and on Earth, he has been found by the United States government through another set of circumstances, and they send in their top man, Dr. Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, to assess the situation and retrieve the alien. Yeah. And James Marsden, through another set of circumstances, I keep saying this, through another set of circumstances, has to assist Sonic in getting to his ultimate goal and hopefully saving him and the Earth and his life.
Yes, yeah. So that pretty much covers the whole plot.
Yes, exactly. Without trying to spoil it.
Without trying to spoil it.
So what did you think of the overall story?
So
and how it's executed?
Yeah. So here's the thing. I don't watch a lot of kids movies, and we should say that this is a kids movie.
Yes, it's a family-friendly film.
It's a family-friendly film. It's not designed for gamers our age who grew up with. It is in a way. So it's a dual setup.
Yeah.
So it's designed for people like us who love Sonic and grew up with Sonic, but it's also designed for young kids and their families.
A new generation.
Yeah, a new generation. And I was actually shocked at how many kids knew certain things about Sonic during the movie.
Or were even interested.
And they were just yelling stuff out, and it was pretty funny. So
yes.
But once I got...
It wasn't annoying, oddly enough. It was actually kind of... Yeah. I found it endearing, to be honest.
Yeah. Once I got that through my thick skull, I was able to let loose and enjoy the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
like that's the power of film when you're able to kind of, step outside of yourself, step outside of a comfort zone, and then revert to maybe like a childlike state where you're like, oh, you know what, I can enjoy this, and it's okay, or I can let my brain kind of like not think so hard as it may for anything else.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not like a critic, and I don't read critic reviews because
Yes.
a lot of the times they rub me the wrong way.
Yeah, they can get a little too hard.
They can get a little too harsh.
And they might be coming to the film from a different angle.
Yeah.
Like, how is the composition created in this specific scene? And then, like, how is the acting and so forth.
Yeah,
and so.
like they're breaking it down into film elements.
And it gets too into the minutia of everything. And you're like, let me just enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. So I was actually proud of myself that I was able to enjoy it because I mostly watch gangster movies and stuff like that.
This is Geo during the film because we watched it together and I was right beside him. This is him at the very beginning of the film. Let's say 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then after that, this is him.
Yeah. I started. No, okay.
And he was starting to laugh too. Yeah. And initially, I was like laughing like an idiot, and I was like, "Wait, this is kind of funny. Why is no one laughing?" And Gio's like, "Shut up."
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I did not say that, but I was laughing because so the plot I think was good. They adapted it in a way that made sense because Sonic in general is kind of a crazy story. So
yes,
they did it in a way that makes sense, and so I want to move on to like the acting.
Oh, but wait. What about the story? Didn't work or did work? I just want to make sure that we cover the bases here.
So actually, okay. So
because they set up the character, they set up the world, and I think it works within this framework.
Yes.
And then they set up his interactions with human beings, which also works. They set up Robotnik, which I think actually, funny enough, is the most throwaway way of setting up Robotnik. It feels like an older film in this regard, where they're making fun, they're being self-referential, and this is not so much a spoiler. It's like they have like this government meeting where Sonic is a situation, and then they say, This is the only choice we have. Yeah. And it's the funniest thing. And no one was laughing. And I was like, yo, does anyone recognize how ridiculous this is?
Yeah, no, it's so over the top ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
That you have to just let yourself go.
Yes.
And don't try to make it realistic.
I was like, Robotnik is not the only choice you have. You have so many, you have a plethora of choices. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
This is what we must do.
Yeah. And
he's a loose cannon, but he's the best one we have.
It was so ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
So the things that I found with the story that were good was the relationship between James Marsden and Sonic, played by Ben Schwartz.
James Marsden's character is named Tom Wachowski.
Yeah, Tom Wachowski. I thought that relationship between them was very well done, and you just felt like they were friends. And that was the whole point of the movie. It's about making friends.
Yes.
Yeah. So
which is an incredibly relatable and general topic that should attract every kind of audience.
Exactly.
Which is good.
And so I think in that aspect, that was the best part they did in the movie.
Second best part. Obviously, Dr. Robotnik.
Oh yeah. No, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So the obviously the villain part that was so well done, and I want to stress this. At first, it took me time to get used to him because he's like over the top, and I don't want to spoil anything, but it's amazing.
Yes, it's incredible.
How many times
it's a return to form for Jim Carrey?
Yeah. How many times did I look at you and say, "This is so ridiculous," but I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes. So I would say that we haven't seen Jim Carrey like this before, but we have.
Yeah.
In terms of, let's say, the Riddler.
Yeah.
In Batman Forever, take the Riddler and then kick him up to Ace Ventura levels.
And sprinkle in a little Fire Marshal Bill in there.
Yes,
too,
exactly. And then you maybe get Dr. Robotnik because he's still a little bit over the top,
insane.
Especially by the end of the movie.
Yeah. So
he's the part of the film where adults will come in and they'll be like, I'm enjoying this time with my child.
Yeah.
They're loving the Sonic parts. I'm loving and even then they will enjoy the Jim Carrey, the Dr. Robotnik parts.
Yeah.
But we get the subtle humor that he does, and he speaks so quickly that there's a lot of things that you might miss in terms of like verbal comedic things that it seems like he likes to ad lib.
Yes.
So I was like, wait, what did he just say?
Yeah.
There was moments I did that to Geo the entire time. I was like, what did he just say that?
Yeah. And there was a scene, I'm not going to mention what happened, but he looked at me in like fear almost. Like, did that just happen in a kid's movie? Mm-hmm. And it was like, yeah, that happened, bro. But it was so like, And what was the name of the gentleman that played his sidekick?
Lee Majdoub. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but his name is Agent Stone in the film, and he's fantastic.
He's hilarious.
He's like deadpan, but he's like his the dude's sidekick.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's hilarious.
Dr. Robotnik's sidekick.
And so their relationship was the exact opposite of James Marsden and Sonic's relationship.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. I was just like crony.
No,
but it was funny.
I think they probably designed it in that way. It was the polar opposite of what was happening between James Marsden and Sonic was with Agent Stone and Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about that is like you have enough time with the villain, which a lot of movies nowadays don't necessarily do. I find they lack that.
They keep him hidden for a while.
Exactly. It's like, just think of him as evil, that's it.
Yeah.
But you have enough time with the villain that you're like, oh, I hate this dude. Like, come on, get rid of him.
Yeah, he is like
he's a pervasive force throughout the film, which is great because it propels the film forward as well.
Yeah, he is like JP from Grandma's Boy on steroids.
Oh my god!
With Red Bull and Adderall mixed in.
I remember, and funny enough, Dr. Robotnik does that.
Yeah,
he does
yeah. So I thought that.
So that leads into acting. What do you think about the acting?
So
let's start with Ben Schwartz as Sonic.
First of all, I love Parks and Rec, and Jean Ralphio is a hilarious character, and I think whoever cast him was smart because they obviously saw that and they were like, okay, this guy's ridiculous and hilarious. Let's cast him as Sonic. I think he did a great job.
Yeah, no, I thought he was fantastic. There was just the right amount of pathos that you could go ahead and kind of like relate to the character, as well as there was that snarky attitude that you need from Sonic.
Yes.
Because Sonic was always about attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Especially from back in the day.
Yeah.
So, like,
just his poses he would do.
Exactly.
He would just
especially,
go like this.
And when he was waiting.
Yeah,
like, come on. Like I need to go fast.
He would tap his foot.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah. No, the characterization of Sonic and how he acted as Sonic, I thought was very, very well done.
I think it was well done. But the movie, as much as we liked it, would not have happened without Jim Carrey.
Yes.
He was so good in this movie.
Yes.
I can't stress that enough.
No, not at all. If anything, I cannot see... I mean, I haven't played every Sonic game, so apologies, but I'm pretty certain like most Sonic games have Dr. Robotnik as the villain.
Yeah.
So I cannot see this film franchise occurring without Jim Carrey coming back as Dr. Robotnik in every film.
Yeah.
There's like 7 films, and every one Dr. Robotnik is the villain. And everyone ends the same way.
And
no, I'm kidding.
Every one, his mustache progressively gets larger until it's like this long.
Until he is just a mustache.
Yeah, until he's literally
a mustache voiced by Jim Carrey. That's it. Just moving around.
That would be hilarious.
And then James Marsden.
Yeah, so he was your everyman.
Yes.
That was his character. And he did a good job at it.
Yes, he did a great job with it. Yeah. He had good comedic timing. He delivered his lines well, enough that, like I was believing him as this person in this role rather than kind of like just seeing just some dude just, being there.
Yeah.
No, he did a fantastic job, especially acting with this character.
Yes, he did. I mean, I like the cast.
I just want to make sure his girlfriend Maddie, played by Tika Sumpter, I thought she was good too. I liked her. I liked her, and I liked their relationship together throughout the film.
And I don't know the woman's name, but whoever played her sister was hilarious.
Oh, fantastic! Oh yes. She was hilarious. Yeah, she almost stole the scene, every scene that she was in.
Yeah, she did. She was over the top too.
Yeah, no,
but it was hilarious.
Yeah, she was good.
Yeah.
And then moving on to presentation. How did you think about the presentation of the film in terms of especially the special effects?
Yeah,
because I would say overall, I thought there was a very high bar of special effects, especially when it comes to the drones and the machinery designed for Dr. Robotnik. Thought they were fantastic.
Yes.
And they melded well with the world, and they looked real.
Yeah.
But when it came to Sonic, I thought by himself, fantastic, very vibrant.
Yeah.
And I obviously love the design and the colors, but when he's being held by James Marsden,
it's a little rough.
It's kind of funky. It gets a little funky.
And I think it has to do with the texturing of Sonic.
That's a good point.
His textures are like, he looks like a plushie.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
He has those big plastic eyes, and then he has the little, soft fur.
Yes.
Which, I mean, so here's the thing. I think the initial way they tried to design him was more in a more realistic sense.
Correct.
But it failed hard. So they had to go
They went too far.
Yeah. So I think, yes, it was weird when he held him, but I just don't think there's any way around it with the way they designed him.
Fair enough.
And you could tell they probably, I'm not going to spoil, but they probably tried to, they knew that in some sense, because there are some of the scenes where they try to kind of get around that obstacle. Yes. But yeah, I mean, I just don't think there's much they can do.
No, of course.
Yeah, I just don't think.
And then at Games I Beat, we don't like to grade things.
Yeah, we don't like, because it's so subjective.
Yes.
It's so subjective.
But how about this? Would you recommend the film?
Yes, I would.
And just to add a little sprinkle on top, what do you think about it in against the plethora, and by plethora I mean there's not many other video game adapted films?
So
let's take care of the biggest competition, Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it definitely beats that.
That's a low bar, but no. It definitely trounces that.
I did not read any reviews on this movie before this. So I don't know what people are scoring it, but I would say that they should be scoring it as one of the better video game movies made.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
What about against, and we brought this up in the last episode of Games I Speak, Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
not Annihilation. Forget that movie. What about against Mortal Kombat, the movie? The original movie, yeah.
Ooh, that's a hard bar.
Right?
That's a hard bar. And, that's a hard bar. I love that movie.
That movie's awesome. And it's got one of the best soundtracks ever made.
All right. Here's Mortal Kombat, and we'll put Sonic somewhere like right below it. Because Mortal Kombat's just, it's
it's on the level. Yeah. It's on the level. So, Geo, I know you haven't seen Detective Pikachu. I saw Detective Pikachu, and I would say it is at about the same level as Detective Pikachu, if not just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. Okay. And the only reason I say that is because Pikachu and all the other Pokemon, like here, we only had Sonic.
You only have one character. Yeah.
We only have one character, but they had an entire world that they built.
Yes.
For Detective Pikachu.
So that's a huge advantage.
Yes.
That's a huge advantage. So I haven't seen it.
No.
I should watch it though.
Yes. No. I have a copy. I'll let you borrow it. But I, as well, would recommend this film. I think it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun, especially if you have children.
Yeah, go see it with your family.
And there are a lot of references to the video games, not just in terms of actual like verbal references, but visual and audible references.
Yeah, and I want to say, powered up Sonic gave me flashbacks of Goku.
I dig it.
Yeah.
No, I dig it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be excited, and I hope that there's a Sonic 2 that comes out in the pipeline.
Yes.
But until next time.
Yeah. See you all next time.
Take care.
Hey everyone, what did you all think of Sonic the Hedgehog? Is it one of the best video game movies of all time? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you all next time.